Good day. Today I'm going to have a quick comparison between the Raspberry Pi 1 to Raspberry Pi 4 and the things you need to know about the Raspberry Pi. So let's get started. Raspberry Pi is a low-cost credit card-sized computer that plugs into a computer, monitor, or TV and uses a standard keyboard and mouse. It is a capable little device that enables people of all ages to explore computing and to learn how to program in languages like Scratch and Python. It's capable of doing everything you'd expect a desktop computer to do, from browsing the internet and playing high-definition video to making spreadsheets and word processing. The first generation Raspberry Pi 1 Model B was released in February 2012, which have 256 megabytes of RAM, followed by the simpler and cheaper Model A. In 2014, the Foundation released a board with an improvised design, the Raspberry Pi 1 Model B Plus. These boards are approximately credit card size and represent the standard mainline form factor. Improved A Plus and B Plus model were released a year later, which have a 512 megabytes of RAM and cost around $25. For a comparison between the Model A and B together with the A and B model is that the RAM which is two times larger than the A and B models. The Raspberry Pi 2 Model B is the second generation Raspberry Pi. It replaced the original Raspberry Pi 1 Model B Plus in February 2015. Compared to the Raspberry Pi 1, it has a 900 MHz quad-core ARM Cortex-A7 CPU and a 1 GB of RAM. Like the P1 Model B Plus, it also has a 100 base Ethernet or USB ports, 40 GPIO pins, full HDMI port, combined 3.5mm audio jack, and a composite video. Also, it has a camera interface, display interface, a micro SD card slot, a video core IV 3D graphics card for and cost around $35. The next Raspberry Pi Zero with smaller size and reduced input per output and general purpose input output or GPIO capabilities was released in November 25, 2015 for $5. By 2017, it became the newest mainline Raspberry Pi on February 28, 2017. So the Raspberry Pi Zero W was launched a version of the Zero with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth capabilities for $10,000 on January 12, 2018. The Raspberry Pi Zero WH was launched a version of the Zero W with pre-soldered GPIO headers. The Raspberry Pi Zero has a GPIO header, a 100 GHz, 1 GHz CPU, a 512 megabytes of RAM, a wireless LAN, a Bluetooth 4.1, a micro SD slot, a mini HDMI antenna, a micro USB for data and power, a camera connector, and a composite video. So compared to the first and second generation of Raspberry Pi, it is the smaller Raspberry Pi that has been launched. So the third generation of Raspberry Pi is Raspberry Pi 3 Model B, which is released in February 2016 with a 1.2 GHz 64-bit quad-core processor and the 1 GB of RAM. On Pi Day 2018, the Raspberry Pi 3 Model B Plus was launched with a faster 1.4 GHz processor, a 1 GB of RAM, and a 3 times faster gigabit Ethernet, with a price of $35. Compared to the Raspberry Pi 3, the Raspberry Pi 3B Plus has a faster CPU, a faster Wi-Fi, and a faster wired Internet. So the fourth generation of Raspberry Pi is Raspberry Pi 4 Model B, which released in June 2019 with a 1.5 GHz 64-bit quad-core ARM Cortex A72 processor, onboard Wi-Fi, a Bluetooth 5, 4 gigabit Ethernet, two USB 2.0 ports, two USB 3.0 ports, and a dual monitor support 4K resolution. The Pi 4 is already powered via USB-C port, enabling additional power to be provided to downstream peripherals when used with an appropriate PC. Three sizes of onboard RAM are available: the 1 gigabytes of RAM which costs $35, 2 gigabytes of RAM which costs $45, and the 4 gigabytes of RAM which costs $55.